Welcome or welcome back to Heretic Owl Tarot. My name is Liz and I will be guiding you on this journey today. This is a reading for the 2-4 human design profile. I am also doing zodiac readings this time around. I'm happy that the energy of those readings are back. So definitely be sure to check out your sun or rising, moon too, but definitely sun or rising, zodiac sign once it's up. I'm working my way through them. So let's get you an oracle card. Just one oracle card. It says, what is already with you? Beautiful. That hand gesture to me feels a little bit like lotus. I think, is that what the mudra is called? I might have to grab the book, but I love that, butterflies, transformation, even just the whiteness of them, purity. Right. Let's get your tarot. We have the sun. Beautiful. Beautiful way to start. 10 of Swords. The High Priestess. Ace of Swords. And Knight of Swords. 10 of Swords at the bottom. Ooh, we have both 10 of Swords on the table. This deck has 2 variations of the 10 of Swords and 2 variations of the 3 of Swords. So let me just make sure everything is in frame, and then we'll start talking about your reading. Okay, and I grabbed my mudras book, which that's what I was talking about. Let me... Let's see. Oh, these aren't really in, like, alphabetical. Okay. So I found 2. I feel like... Okay, so the first one is the Padma Mudra, Gesture of the Lotus. That's one that I was thinking of. The other one is Gesture of Infinity. We might. So, it says core quality, unconditional love, especially helpful for balancing the 4th chakra by unfolding the heart's essential qualities. Supporting the health of the cardiorespiratory and immune systems, cultivating compassion and empathy, supporting the treatment of depression. Cautions for discomfort in the hands. It says, instructions, place hands in prayer position in front of the heart, while keeping the base of the palms as well as the little fingers and thumbs together. Open the middle ring and index fingers wide apart in the shape of an unfolding lotus. Relax the shoulders back down. Relax the shoulders back and down, with the elbows held slightly away from the body and the spine naturally aligned. I love that. Also, it says, nurturing the garden of the heart allows for the blossoming of unconditional love. So, if you want to look into that more, and this other one is Ananta Mudra. I'll put it in text on the screen, but it says Gesture of Infinity, and this is the way that looks. This is the lotus. So it says unity consciousness, especially helpful for unfolding the 7th chakra, revealing the nature of our true being as freedom and unity, supporting optimal balance within all the systems of the body, harmonizing the entire chakra system, allowing us to experience glimpses of bliss. Love that. It says, join the hands in prayer position in front of the heart. Keep the base of the palms together and spread all the fingers and thumbs wide apart like an unfolding lotus. Relax the shoulders back and down with the spine in natural alignment. And then it says, integration of all the chakra qualities reveals my true nature as freedom and unity. I love that. And thank you for I can't even tell you the last time I looked at that book, and also even remembered lotus pose, or lotus mudra, I should say, because lotus pose is different. And it really is too, right? Like about like connecting with what is already inside of you. I mean, the card says what is already with you. There seems to be kind of this collective message about discovering what we need within ourselves without having to find it in external stimuli, which is interesting. Like I said, it just kind of threw out a lot of these readings. Let me just read a little bit from this book too. It says, you hold in your hand that which you seek. In other words, the pair of spectacles you have been rummaging around the house for are sitting on top of your head. What you are seeking, perhaps by exploring far and wide, is actually right under your nose. You may not like this idea. It is so much more wonderful to imagine there is something yet to find. Of course, there is unlimited creative potential, and always something more that can be. Yet, in this instance, it is important for you to know that you already have what you need and what you want. That doesn't mean it's the end of the story, although it does ask you to give up the fantasy that a perfect solution lies in the future somewhere. Instead, it asks you to acknowledge that everything necessary for success is with you now. All you need to do is accept this and act with what you have available to you. This is good news. This particular chapter has a happy ending in store. That ending will become real for you just as soon as you stop trying to skip forward to the next chapter. Better to be completely present in the now. From here, the next phase will naturally happen without force on your part. This also feels like very magician card, which, I mean, I know we don't have out on the table, but, that card does talk about you have everything that you need to get started. There's a magician, actually. Way back there. But, okay, I know we're kind of skipping ahead, but we start with the Sun card. And the Sun card is the best card in the deck. It's joy, it's bliss. There's this little path to happiness. It's like already there, though, right? Like, it feels like it's already created. The Sun is a card of Leo. Doesn't have to mean anything. But, the Sun, like I said, it's joy, it's bliss, it's happiness. It's also, though, regrowth and regeneration and literal, like, life force energy. Because, we wouldn't even exist without the Sun, right? So, even like recognizing the importance of something. I keep getting like spotlight type of thing, or like illumination, because, the Sun card, or the Sun, is an illuminary, right? It's what makes daytime. So, and again, even just this spotlight thing. I love too that there's things growing out of the sun. Even the infinity symbol on the top there too, because it's never ending, it's infinite. And then we have the Eight of Wands paired with it. Wands are fire. So we have kind of the double fire element here. I keep hearing like what lights your fire, something about lighting your fire. Wands have to do with action. It's the motivation behind the actions that we take. Creativity, passion. How are we communicating those things? What actions are we taking towards those things? Even just this flock up here, you have that fourth line, which is about community, networking, friendships, too. They're all moving in the same direction, though. So this could even be, well, the Eight of Wands is usually about like fast movement forward. It could be communication coming in, or you communicating something to somebody else. But it is pretty quick, it's pretty fast. You're moving through that energy. You could be meeting people who are moving in the same direction as you, or even propel you forward, like making connections. Again, that networking aspect, right? I mean, it's not like everybody that you meet has to be your best friend, but I mean, they can be in some aspect. Like, you might just be like, oh my, I feel like I could totally be friends with that person. But it's also like you made a connection and maybe they help you move forward. And even, with it paired with the Sun card, it could be, something that you enjoy doing. Something that really even just shows off your second line, because that second line comes with a natural aptitude. They call it like that, the easy breezy genius or something like that. Because it's like, there's something that comes easily to you, and you probably don't even recognize it as that. Sometimes second lines don't, because it's, that the hermit line has a hard time seeing its own best qualities. And it's just like, no, I mean, this is something that I enjoy doing. Anybody could do this. This could come easily to anybody. No, no. Anybody with a second line, maybe, and anybody that has an interest in that thing. But it's like, accepting or even just recognizing that you are good at something. Something just naturally comes easy to you, with the Sun card being kind of in the spotlight or having some sort of recognition. Even this path that, I mean, I've seen this card a few times and I never felt the need to emphasize this path that's here. So there could be a path that's opening for you, and the Eight of Wands is telling you to go for it. Again, it could be that path opens for you through making connections. We have the Ten of Swords. And in this Ten of Swords, well, okay, swords have to do with our mind, our perception, the way that we think about things, our mindset. It's also truth, honesty, but divine truth. Factual, logical truth. I also see swords as being the suit of ego, because that's generally where we hear ego, is in our minds. We can feel it in our body, of course, too. Just, our nervous system and vagal nerve and all of that. But we generally hear it in our minds. And our ego is created by the stories that we attach to experiences, feelings, people. It becomes the reason why we do and don't do things. It becomes our personality, our identity, right? So when we get to the 10, there is this level of completion here. And in this card, this speaks more to wisdom. I mean, we have this owl on this side, which owls do have a symbolism of guardianship for one, but also wisdom. And then we have this person who looks like an older person, and again, just a symbolism of acquiring knowledge and wisdom through age. So it's kind of that like double thing going on there. So it's like this, again, with a 10 being a completion, it's like you have learned everything that you needed to learn out of a thing, or the wisdom that you were going to gain out of a situation has like reached its pinnacle. I love that right underneath it is the Ace of Swords, because that's a cycle, right? We get to a point where we've mastered a thing with a 10 completion. And then it starts over. Continuous cycles. That's life, right? We have the Ace of Swords. Brand new idea, brand new inspiration. Even, just all of this possibility. There's all these different things in this. I don't know if that's like a tree, but we can see that there's the silhouette of a person here. There's a house over there. Some birds in the tree. There's, maybe children or something there. But it's almost like this graduation of some kind. Maybe if you are in school, there's like a connection that's going to be made that's going to help you after graduation, or part of your, I don't know the terminology for like your last year of school type of thing. I mean, if it is work related too, it could be, making the right connections for work. It could be even just personal, of course, too. Just even thinking about like what's next. Because it is an ace, so it is thinking about something new. It could be discovering a new truth about yourself, a new idea, again, inspiration. But it's not new in the sense of like starting from scratch, but it's like starting from experience, which I have also said a lot through these readings, because it's like this tree is not young, It has a couple different branches, like it's been growing for some time. It could even just be expanding what you want, like what is your idea for your life, for what's next, for whatever this new idea is. We have the High Priestess, which to me the High Priestess is that direct connection to your star player. So like your higher self. It could be a higher power if you believe in a higher power. If you don't, it can be just your connection to your intuition and allowing yourself to be guided by your intuition. And I'm kind of tapping on the card here because it's a 2. So it's at the beginning of the Fool's journey. We start with a Fool at 0, then the Magician is number 1, and the High Priestess is number 2, being guided by intuition. There's also even this door back here, which again, on the Sun card, there's a path. On the High Priestess, there's a door. So it's like doors are opening, your path is unfolding for you. Maybe it's even just a matter of no matter how old you are, feeling like you're finally on your path, like you finally found the thing with the Sun card, and now it's like doors are opening for you. The High Priestess also usually talks about like soul contracts, what we came here to do, which is, you know, like again, being in tuned with our star player, our higher self, right? I love that. That's beautiful. And then the Knight of Swords, putting an idea into action, going for it. They're like literally in the middle of this maze. So it could even be, you know, like the maze of our minds, right? The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the tarot also. But there is this focus on this idea here. You know, they're holding the Ace of Swords, which we already have out, which is cool. But they already have the Ace of Swords in their hand. Now they have this focus, this orb. Like in the Page of Swords, this orb is above their head. It's not even in their hand yet. But now it is. So now it is, you know, putting an idea into practice. Focusing your mind, even again, mindset, getting your mind honed in on what this orb is for you. And putting in the work too. And then we have, like I said, we have the other Ten of Swords, which is closer to what the traditional Ten of Swords is. There's this figure that has 10 swords sticking in them. So there, it's again this idea of finality, right? But a little bit of defeat. But in this card, I keep getting the feeling that this figure is coming to help this person. This could, whatever this process is for you, once you hone in, you know, like when whatever, what is already with you, right? It's like discovering, oh, I already knew the thing, right? It could feel like a relief. And again, you know, I mean, there is this sense I've said already, like with the Eight of Wands, that again, you know, like making connections or community in some aspect, because this could be again just somebody offering some sort of relief. There's all these birds back here too. How many birds are it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I was gonna say that would be kind of cool if there was actually 8 birds back there. Well, how many? There's more than 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. There's more than 8 birds on the Eight of Wands anyway. I love that. The Three of Swords. We have a lot of threes back here too. The Three of Swords. I kind of like that it's coming after this Ten of Swords, because this Three of Swords, again, there's 2 Ten of Sword variations and then 2 Three of Swords variations, but the Three of Swords usually talks about rejection, heartbreak, disappointment, but again, with it being swords, it's how those things live in our mind. What stories are we attaching to those experiences? And in this card, we can see that she's setting free this bird that was maybe trapped or whatever, like within her. So there's this sense of release, spreading your wings, right? Letting go of rejection, disappointment, understanding it is very much part of the process. And truthfully, it wouldn't have even gotten you to this point of discovering something within yourself without having these thoughts. And then we have the Three of Wands, broadening your horizons. This is literally like this person is waiting for the ship to come in, and there it is. Again, it's like that right opportunity comes in. That whole waiting for my ships to come in type of thing. It's like waiting for that right thing. Here it is. The Three of Wands is also about taking action towards whatever it is. We start with the Ace of Wands, which is, brand new spark. The Two of Wands is planning for the future. The Three of Wands is starting to take action towards that future. Maybe they're going to get on that boat. Six of Pentacles. Again, this feeling of an energy exchange. You could be either one of these people. Pentacles have to do with our money, how we get it, how we save it, how we spend it. It's our physical time, like where are we putting our physical time, even our health, our physical body. And with the Six of Pentacles, it is charity. There's some sort of exchange here. Like, this person has enough to where they can give to that person. It doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could be knowledge. It could be money. It could be volunteering. Because again, the charity aspect in there. But there is a level of energy exchange here. So regardless of what position you're in, you would be getting what you are giving. And then, like I said, we have the Magician, having exactly what you need to manifest what you want in your life. The Three of Pentacles, which is collaboration with others. It's people working towards the same goal. The Eight of Cups, moving forward. I love that. I love that for you. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards. I will talk to you soon. Bye.